Okay, back again. Yeah, as I said last time, um, I'm going to start a new project called On the Radar, just so you know. A lot of other people on YouTube do wonderful, in depth pieces on things, so mine is going to be short and to the point. But hopefully, after the whole body of work is completed, it will help you understand key concepts that um, make up my worldview that I think are important for, facing the challenges that we have, uh, and give us some ideas for how to move forward and you know, get through uh, things and perhaps even create a better world at the end of the day when we come out the other end of this polycrisis that we're actually in. And so if you don't believe that's a thing, or you don't think climate change is a thing, or you believe that our socioeconomic world order, our socioeconomic ideology is just fine, and why wouldn't you with all the wonderful things we have in the world? If you're wealthy, if you come from a wealthy place, uh, if you think all that's great and you're not curious about anything, then these videos aren't for you. But if you're interested in learning about a particular worldview that's interested in the polycrisis, overshoot, ecology, science, and all that kind of thing, culture, history, anthropology, you want to follow along with me, a curious guy, then welcome aboard, and I'm so happy you're here. So anyway, today we're going to talk about neoliberalism. And on my blog, I posted a piece. And I'll just read the introduction to it. So many scholarly articles, critiques, and apologetics have been written about neoliberalism. The subject has received extensive attention. I mention The Secret History of Neoliberalism by George Monbiot and Peter Hutchinson. And forgive me if I mispronounce George's last name. So, as you know, in all of my talks, I've mentioned neoliberalism, neocolonialism, and things like that, a lot of isms over and over again, but I'm mentioning them in passing while I'm talking to you about stuff that I'm thinking off the top of my head. So maybe I don't slow down and tell you what I mean by them, or what I think I mean, or what I think I know about them so far, my best guess based on what I know at the moment. So with all isms, it's essential to understand what they mean and stand for. Where did these ideas come from? How did they take shape? Who inspired, developed, and championed them? And to what end? What is the neoliberal agenda, and how does it affect ordinary working people? One's emotional reaction to terms does not increase one's ability to make lucid choices in the interest of one's family, community, or complex, evolving living systems. Life begets life. All hail to nature. Big nature is more important than big business in every possible way. And then I quote Herman Daly. He said, "The economy is a wholly owned subsidiary of the environment, not the reverse." And by the environment, I think he means nature, big nature. So that's all I have to say at the moment. Just to put this on the radar, I'll put the link to the article in the description of this video. I also talk about Quinn Slobodian's book, Globalists, The End of Empire and the Birth of Neoliberalism, which I've mentioned before in my videos. But I think it's a really interesting take on neoliberalism, and he goes back into history, studies the Habsburg Empire, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Geneva School of Economics, which is, Hayek and people like that I'm fascinated by. These ideas infuse everything that we think about and think we know, And yet we don't know where they come from. We don't understand the background, not unless if you studied economics at university, then you have an idea. But generally, the subject of economics is a silo and misses out on a lot of things that are extremely important. That's why I want to talk about eco-socialism and other movements like that. Not to say that there's anything existing that is absolutely perfect, but looking at things through those lenses will help us get ideas about what we want to do in our communities to move things forward and to get out from underneath the yoke of a kind of deleterious form of capitalism and neoliberalism. And later I'll talk about neoconservatism and what that means. These are important concepts to understand, so I hope you'll read the article and think about it. I also put in the article podcast, deep dive podcast that I make with the help of AI, an AI engine where I, type in the prompts and the ideas and all that stuff, and then it comes up with this thing. It's really miraculous. Also scary in a way because it just sounds so natural, But I don't have time to make a podcast like that, and nobody will talk to me anyway. So, and there's so many people interviewing experts. And in my article, I put 2 videos, one with George and one with Quinn Slobodian. So they can tell you what they're doing. You can hear it from the horse's mouth. And then other cool guys who want you to think they're smart curators of the universe have interviews all the time with these people. And I follow various podcasts and YouTube channels and whatnot as well, listening to these people's interviews and discussions and whatnot. So I hope I fill a niche over time that can be helpful for people, to give them, rough sketches of key concepts that are important, I think. So with that having been said, thanks for watching. I hope you come back. On the radar, Bouliam T, out.